Lexus just entered the three-row electric SUV war, but Cadillac is bringing something completely different to the fight. On one side, you have the all-new 2027 Lexus TZ, quiet, refined, and built around Japanese luxury. On the other side, you have the Cadillac Escalade IQ, up to 750 horsepower, a massive electric luxury SUV, and enough presence to make almost every other SUV look small. So here's the real question. Can the new Lexus TZ actually challenge the electric Escalade? Or is Cadillac simply playing in a completely different league?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to AutoMaster Drive, driving the future of cars. Today, we're putting the 2027 Lexus TZ head-to-head against the Cadillac Escalade IQ. And this is not just another electric SUV comparison, because both of these vehicles are trying to answer the same question in completely different ways. What should a luxury three-row electric SUV actually feel like? The 2027 Lexus TZ is a major step for Lexus. It is the brand's first ever three-row all-electric SUV with standard direct-four all-wheel drive and a manufacturer-estimated 300-mile range rating on select grades. Lexus is clearly going after buyers who want luxury without all the noise, a quiet cabin, a relaxed driving experience, and a more controlled approach to electric performance. But then you look at the Cadillac Escalade IQ, and the philosophy changes completely. Cadillac is offering up to 750 horsepower, up to 785 pound-feet of torque, and up to 8,000 pounds of towing capability. This is not a quiet entry into the electric SUV market. This is Cadillac taking the Escalade name and electrifying it. And today, we're going far beyond a simple horsepower comparison. We're looking at the design, the luxury experience, the electric performance, the range, the family practicality, and the real-world value of both SUVs. Because the Lexus TZ is trying to make luxury feel more peaceful. The Escalade IQ is trying to make luxury feel more powerful. And depending on what you actually want from a luxury EV, the winner may not be the SUV you expect. But there is one major problem for Lexus. The TZ may be newer. It may bring Lexus refinement, and it may have the perfect three-row electric SUV formula on paper. But the Escalade IQ has one massive advantage. It already knows exactly what the Escalade buyer expects. So when Japanese luxury meets American electric power, will the Lexus TZ prove that quiet luxury is the future? Or will the Escalade IQ remind everyone why the Escalade name became so powerful in the first place? Let's find out which one truly deserves to lead the next generation of luxury electric SUVs. Design and luxury identity. Let's start with the biggest difference between these two SUVs: the way they define luxury. The Lexus TZ is not trying to look aggressive. It is trying to look calm, modern, and completely premium. Lexus is positioning the TZ around what it calls a driving lounge experience. And that tells you almost everything about the direction of this SUV. The Escalade IQ takes the exact opposite approach. It is massive. It is dramatic. And it has the kind of road presence that makes sure you notice it before it even gets close. This is not a subtle luxury SUV. The Escalade IQ is designed to make a statement. So in the first round, we already have a clear divide. The Lexus TZ wants to impress you quietly. The Cadillac Escalade IQ wants the entire road to know it has arrived. Performance and power. Now let's talk about the part where Cadillac immediately changes the conversation. The Escalade IQ is a completely different animal when it comes to power. Cadillac estimates up to 750 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque in velocity max. It can also hit 60 miles per hour in an estimated 4.7 seconds. And remember, this is a massive three-row luxury SUV. The
The Lexus TZ is taking a different approach. Lexus has not positioned the TZ as a 750 horsepower performance monster. Instead, the TZ is built around standard direct-4 all-wheel drive, smooth electric power, and a more controlled luxury experience. And honestly, this is where the Lexus strategy becomes very interesting. Because not every luxury buyer wants to feel like they are launching a rocket every time they press the accelerator. Some buyers want silence, some want smoothness, and some simply want the most comfortable way to travel with their family. So if this round is about raw power, Cadillac wins. But power is only one part of the luxury EV formula.
Range and electric technology. And this is where the Lexus TZ starts to fight back. Lexus is targeting a manufacturer-estimated 300 miles of range on select TZ grades. The TZ also uses a 95.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack and supports NACS charging. That is a very important move for Lexus, because the company is not simply building an electric SUV. It is trying to make the transition to electric feel as easy as possible for its existing luxury customers. But the Cadillac Escalade IQ is playing on another level when it comes to range. Cadillac estimates up to 465 miles of range, and the Escalade IQ uses an 800-volt charging architecture with a 205 kilowatt-hour battery pack. So let's be honest, the range battle is not close. Cadillac absolutely dominates this round on paper. But there is a catch. The Escalade IQ is also an enormous vehicle with an enormous battery. And that creates an important question. Is the Cadillac's massive range actually more efficient? Or is it simply carrying a much bigger electric system?
Family practicality. Now let's talk about the reason both of these SUVs have 3 rows in the first place. Family life. The Lexus TZ is designed to combine 3-row practicality with a premium lounge-like interior. Lexus is even offering features focused on rear seat comfort, including available second-row ottoman-style seating. And this is where Lexus has a very clear advantage in philosophy. The TZ feels like it was designed around the people inside the SUV. The Escalade IQ is more extreme. It offers seating for 7 and up to 131.3 cubic feet of maximum cargo space. So if you need serious space, the Cadillac is difficult to ignore. But here's the interesting part. The Lexus TZ is trying to make the family SUV feel more personal. The Escalade IQ is trying to make the family SUV feel more luxurious and more powerful than almost anything else on the road. And depending on your lifestyle, that difference matters.
Luxury experience and real-world value. Now we get to the round that may actually decide this entire comparison. The luxury experience. Because Lexus has spent decades building its reputation around quietness, refinement, and long-term ownership comfort. The TZ is a completely new electric chapter for the brand. And Lexus is clearly trying to bring that traditional luxury philosophy into the EV era. Cadillac, meanwhile, is using the Escalade name as a statement. The IQ has a massive 55-inch display, available 24-inch wheels, and the kind of technology-heavy cabin that makes the SUV feel more like a luxury lounge than a traditional vehicle. But now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The Lexus TZ does not have official pricing yet. Lexus says grade and pricing information will be available later in 2026. The Cadillac Escalade IQ, meanwhile, is already positioned deep inside the 6.
So, which one wins? If you want the biggest range, the most power, and the strongest road presence, the Cadillac Escalade IQ is the clear winner. It is a completely different kind of electric SUV. But the Lexus TZ is not trying to beat Cadillac by becoming another Escalade. And honestly, that may be its biggest strength. The TZ is quieter, more controlled, and much more focused on the actual luxury experience. So my verdict is simple. The Cadillac Escalade IQ wins the numbers battle, but the Lexus TZ may win the luxury philosophy battle. And if Lexus gets the price right, the TZ could become one of the most interesting three-row luxury EVs of 2027. Not because it is more powerful than the Escalade, but because it gives buyers a completely different reason to choose electric luxury.
Now, I want to know what you think. Would you choose the powerful Cadillac Escalade IQ or the quieter and more refined Lexus TZ? And if the Lexus TZ is priced significantly lower than the Escalade IQ, could it actually become the smarter luxury EV choice? Let me know your pick in the comments. And if you enjoyed this future SUV battle, subscribe to AutoMaster Drive, driving the future of cars. Because the luxury EV war is only getting started.